hosted the Golden Globes. Is it 5 times you hosted the Golden Globes?
5 times over 10 years, yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know if you guys know, you probably don't know, that the Golden Globes have just sort of vanished.
They didn't happen this year for loads
because
of reasons.
you.
Because I'm getting the blame for it. I know. You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. I grew up in poverty with nothing, right? But the point was to pay your way, then have a laugh. That was the men. The women carried on working, obviously. It changed as well, because the first time I did it, like 10 years ago, the sort of press, particularly the industry press in America, was like, why is he saying these awful things to the most beautiful people? You know. And then by the 5th time, right, they were going, good, give it to him, we're sick of celebrities.
Ricky Gervais has never been one to shy away from controversy. Known for his razor-sharp wit and unapologetic humor, he's made a career out of calling out hypocrisy, especially when it comes to Hollywood's elite. Over the years, Gervais has become a thorn in the side of woke celebrities, using his platform to dismantle their self-righteousness with biting sarcasm and brutal honesty. Today, we're diving into 10 unforgettable moments where Ricky Gervais absolutely crushed woke culture, leaving audiences in stitches and his targets squirming in their seats. First is the 2020 Golden Globes roast.
So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God. Okay?
Ricky Gervais hosting gigs at the Golden Globes are legendary, but his 2020 opening monologue was a masterclass in exposing Hollywood's hypocrisy. He took direct shots at celebrities who lecture the public about morality while turning a blind eye to their own actions. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Gervais called out A-listers for working with Harvey Weinstein.
Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it. Shut the fuck up. Please.
Mocking their performative activism and shutting down their virtue signaling in one of the most brutally honest speeches ever given at an awards show. Second, Kevin Hart's Oscar controversy.
So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English, and they've no idea what Twitter is, so I got offered this gig by fax.
When Kevin Hart was fired from hosting the Oscars due to old tweets, Gervais pointed out Hollywood's double standards. Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets.
My biggest fears is my son growing up and being gay. That's a fear. Keep in mind, I'm not homophobic. I have nothing against gay people. Be happy. Do what you want to do. But me being a heterosexual male, if I can prevent my son from being gay, I will.
Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English. The crowd laughed awkwardly, fully aware that Gervais had just exposed the industry's selective outrage. Third, the Epstein bombshell. Another shocking moment at the 2020 Golden Globes was when Ricky joked about Jeffrey Epstein's mysterious death.
Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
The silence in the room was deafening. Hollywood elites looked visibly uncomfortable, proving Gervais had struck a nerve. Fourth, calling out celebrities' political activism. In a viral clip, Gervais mocked celebrities who use their platforms to push political agendas. But Ricky? He wasn't buying into this hypocrisy.
Play fictitious characters, often solving fictitious problems. I believe that mankind has looked at climate change in that same way, as if it were a fiction, as if pretending that climate change wasn't real would somehow make it go away.
Hi guys, Ricky G here, wellness and beauty influencer. As a celebrity, I know all about stuff, like science and politics. So trust me when I tell you who you should vote for. If you don't vote the right way, it's like a hate crime, that makes me sad and angry, and I'll leave the country. You don't want that.
He hilariously mimicked Hollywood's out-of-touch activism, highlighting how these millionaires preach to everyday people while living in luxury. 5th, destroying cancel culture. During an interview on The View, host Joy Behar tried to corner him about his politically incorrect jokes. Gervais fired back, "Just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right."
Just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. You know, it's offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You know, so you can't second guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that. But you know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. And freedom of speech is so important these days.
He explained how comedy is meant to challenge norms, not cater to easily offended audiences. 6th, the transgender joke. During a stand-up special, Gervais joked about self-identification.
Because I've always identified as a chimp, right? Well, I am a chimp. If I say I'm a chimp, I am a chimp. Pre-op, but... and don't ever dead name me. Don't ever call me Ricky Gervais again. From now on, you call me Bobo. So... I'm going to have species realignment. I'm halfway there, to be honest. I'm sort of short with short legs and long arms. I sort of stoop like that. My back's getting hairier by the day. I've got fangs. I love nuts. Oh, I love nuts. And once I was at the zoo and I could tell people were looking at me, so I just started
Though it sparked outrage, he defended the joke, arguing that questioning ideologies shouldn't be off limits in comedy. 7th, making fun of superhero actors. Gervais took a hilarious jab at modern Hollywood actors.
all the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know, and the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore, it's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point, we know who'd win that.
Once again, the audience had no choice but to laugh at the absurdity of modern Hollywood. 8th, mocking celebrity awards. Gervais exposed the hypocrisy of the entertainment industry. These awards are meaningless. They're just a way for Hollywood to pat itself on the back for being progressive.
You know, it's nonsense. I mean, to be fair, all awards are nonsense, really. It's nice to be involved, and you know, I've been part of them all my life, and it's always lovely to get nominated and awarded. But if you take it too seriously, you're on a slippery slope. If you really think that you're anything special when you win an award, you just won an award. That's all. It was you know, out of a few people, and you won the award. So what?
Yeah.
You know.
Many viewers agreed that real progress isn't about awards, it's about real-world change. 9th, trolling virtue signaling at the Oscars. When Joaquin Phoenix made a speech about animal rights at the Oscars,
equality or racism or queer rights or indigenous rights or animal rights, we're talking about the fight against injustice. We're talking about the fight against the belief that one nation, one people, one race, one gender, or one species has the right to dominate, control, and use and exploit another with impunity.
Gervais reacted on Twitter.
You gave celebrities an absolute roasting.
Well, you know what? It was so funny that I'm gonna sort of tease the room for the people at home watching who aren't millionaires and winning awards, you know. And I think it was a bit zeitgeisty because people have suddenly been, you know, vocal about how they're sick of being lectured by people. They're sick of multi-millionaires telling them to clean out their coffee jar and put it in the right bin to save the planet. And they know that celebrity's just come here in a limousine, he's gonna get a private jet to his island.
His sarcastic tweet perfectly summed up Hollywood's habit of pretending to be oppressed while living in unimaginable luxury. 10th, final mic drop. At the end of his Golden Globes monologue, Gervais reminded celebrities that they weren't above being made fun of.
So let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all gonna die soon, and there's no sequel. So
A brutally honest yet hilarious closing that cemented his legacy as one of the most fearless comedians in the industry. Whether you love him or hate him, Ricky Gervais is one of the few comedians who refuses to bow to cancel culture. He speaks his mind, makes fun of everyone, and reminds us that comedy should never be censored. So what do you think? Is he right to call out Hollywood's hypocrisy, or is he taking things too far? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep bringing you the best content on the internet.